I liked our game a lot in Binghamton. They had their full roster, and a very high-end team, probably the most talented team that we've seen this year. And I really liked the way we come out of the dressing room. There was a lot of emotion, a lot of energy. Guys started to play the right way right from the very beginning, the first shift, and I thought they played hard for each other throughout the game. And at the end of the game, you have you have an opportunity now to win going into the overtime and into the shootout, and that's exactly what happened. I thought Heater was very good. I thought he was made a huge stop, especially late in the regulation, and then clearly in the shootout he was on top of his game.
And then in Wilkes-Barre, you guys got into penalty trouble a little bit early.
Yeah, that's a problem for us, isn't it? That's happened too many times this year. We end up killing three times in the first period. It takes a lot of guys out of the lineup, and it wears down guys who are getting those extra minutes, especially in a back-to-back game. And so, you're going to take penalties, I understand, but the careless stick violations that happen in the neutral zone and the offensive zone, we have to learn that's too harmful. That really hurts your hockey club, kills your momentum, and spends a lot a lot of energy.
Terry, one issue that I saw in the Saturday game, the face-offs, it seemed like you guys
were killed.
Yeah, you couldn't get a win when you needed one at all.
Yeah. The percentage was, I don't know exactly what the percentage was, but going through the game yesterday, there were only a couple face-offs that we ended up winning on that game. And so you're chasing from behind all of those situations, trying to recover pucks. And they clearly, when they did win, they were just pounding it up off the glass out into the neutral zone. So you had to go back and recover pucks and try to get organized again to get an attack going. And so that's very demanding. But that part of the game is crucial to at least get your share. Going into a visiting team building, you have to put your stick down first. We know that, but at the end of the day, you should be able to get up close to the 50% mark. And like I said, I only remember a couple wins in the whole game.
Is that something that's going to be worked on a little bit more? Obviously, you've got some new centers in here, and you were kind of rotating some different guys trying it out.
Yeah. We'll have to continue to work at the face-offs. There's the game day is a time when you work at it. There's some drills that we've been doing that start with a face-off where both guys are trying to win it, but it's probably an area of the game that does get pushed aside a little bit and not enough time spent on it because there's so many other things. But clearly, there needs to be a focus.
I know being on the PK is part of it, but it's the third least shots you guys have taken so far this season. What did Wilkes-Barre do to limit those shots?
They blocked a lot of shots. I don't know what the shots were at the end of the day. Neither team had very many shots, but they kept us to the outside. They played the game on from the dot to boards. To begin with, we had an issue recovering pucks, and that's where we need to hang in there in the battle a little bit more just to get those pucks back. And as I said, when we were trying to get shots through, there were quite a few of them were blocked by a veteran hockey club. So that's just a process that we go through every day of shooting the puck whenever the opportunity is there instead of looking for one more play. But you got to change the angle yourself sometimes, just stepping left or right, holding onto the puck and getting it through and past that first guy.
Personnel-wise, I didn't see Rowe out there today. Did he get banged up over
Yeah, he got hit there on that penalty kill in the third period. And he's gone to the doctor today. He's probably going to miss some time. I don't know how long, obviously, but we'll get word on that later today and let you guys know.
And that's unfortunate because he was a guy who was slated to eat up a lot of minutes for you guys there.
Yeah, at the start of the year, I have him playing in a fourth line situation basically, and that's because of the lockout. You have two other players that are taking those minutes in that position. And the conversation I had with him going back at the beginning of the year is when this lockout ends, funny the business, you're going to be moving right up to top line, second line, and playing a lot of minutes, and that's exactly what developed. And now he's missed some time already and gets back into the lineup for a couple of games, and we're going to miss him again for a little while. He's a good player, and he's going to put a lot of pressure on the offensive part of the game for us, and we're limited in that area right now as it is.
Is this potentially re-aggravating the injury that kept him out previously, or entirely different?
No, it's new.
Okay.
Something different. Yeah.
Upper body, lower body.
It's upper body.
So it is a different upper body.
Yeah, it is. It is a different upper body. It's still above the waist, though.
Sure. You guys are down to 12 forwards, including Fitzgerald. Trenton's been pretty gutted by this whole process, losing guys pretty much all over the Northeast. Do you anticipate anyone coming up or signing a new guy? Or anything
Coming
like
up
that?
from where?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, this is not an unusual
Right.
situation right now. I mean, I can remember back in '94, there's a lot of shuffling of players, and that's league-wide. The NHL teams are calling guys up. Training camp, you need to have a larger number for that. By the end of this week, though, all the NHL teams will need to get to their limit, and so there'll be some more transactions. And we're good. We're fine. We have 12, and that's all you need. You need 12. You need 6D. We've got an extra guy actually in the back end, so he can jump in on the forward if we, if so needed.
I know you said you wanted to wait for the lockout to end, and shuffling's not entirely done, as you referenced, but have you come any closer to a thought on what you're going to do about your letter wearers, about your captain?
Well, no, not the captain. I haven't. Again, I'll wait for this training camp in the NHL to clear itself up, and they could start playing games on Sunday. We'll see what the transactions are from there, and then think about it. I believe you need a captain, as I said before, but I also believe that it has to be the right person. It has to have some leadership skills, and that's probably part of my hesitation in reacting or acting quickly on this. I just want to make sure it's the right thing, and if it's not there, it's not there.
What are the most important criteria for a captain for you? What are the things you're looking at in this process?
You need a strong personality in there. You got to be able to. A captain's got to be able to go to a teammate and have those conversations that are not easy sometimes. It's almost like a coach-like conversation where you're trying to push people to the next level and to respond. And so it has to be. They have to have that. There's a need for a great work ethic to be able to get on the ice every day and set the tone in the practice and get. Be part of the big part of the leadership group, obviously, to get the team ready in the locker room. And that's the individual's responsibility as a pro, but sometimes the captain that knows and can say the right thing is beneficial to the young guys. And so we'll just wade into this one here.
And then on another personnel, Holmgren said yesterday that you guys are going to get another goaltender down here.
You talked to him?
That's what he told reporters in Philly, at least.
Oh.
He said that now that they signed Boucher, that he's going to come down here once he clears waivers.
Well, I don't doubt that he hasn't played. He's coming back off of a shoulder injury also, so there's no doubt that there will be time here to get his game going again, get some practice time, play some games, and then see what happens from there. Obviously, it's a safety net deal that gives them the protection that they feel is important to have, and that's just business.
Is it possible, maybe he comes down, as you're mentioning, on a conditioning assignment, to start, and then they reevaluate it in a couple weeks?
I'm not sure what the new CBA now allows if that conditioning assignment is there, or you do have to put the player on waivers in order to send him down. I don't know that.
Okay.
I believe Holmgren said he has to clear waivers to come down here in his quotes yesterday. So.
Yeah, okay. So the conditioning period was always 2 weeks, and again, it could be eliminated from the new CBA. I haven't heard that.
Okay. Well, it would give you guys, at least 3 goaltenders on the roster for the time being, and is that a situation that's ideal for you guys?
No, it's never ideal. Never. I've been through it. It's not ideal. You don't want to have it because it ends up all 3 are messed up. Right. Emotionally, mentally, and you clearly need to. If it happens with 3, though, I've gone through again the process, and I felt that it was resolved the best it could, and simply you 2 guys are playing, and the third one is you get your shots before practice and after practice. The other 2 have to have the net for the full practice. It's a hard conversation to have, but you have to do what's right for the team, and that's why we're all here, is for the team.